Welcome to Senior Insights. My name is Cynthia. This is probably going to be just a pretty short video because I wasn't going to do any. But then I was sitting here all by myself and I said, why not? Today is Wednesday, it's Christmas Eve, and my plans were changed because of the weather and other circumstances. I was going to go to my oldest son's, I was going to go to church with them, but we had a snowstorm last night. We got about 6 inches, which isn't that bad, but it was still snowing when we were deciding when we were going to go. And my son and his daughter take care of her dad, who has dementia and lives at home with them. So the person who was going to come and stay with her dad wasn't able to come because of the snow. So, just a whole bunch of different circumstances, but I actually had a really good day. I didn't do much of anything. Well, I got up at 8. Don't you love that? Well, I got up. And I wanted to talk about the orb that we've been seeing every time I turn every time I do a video. So let's watch for it, because it happened again the last video that I made. But I wanted to tell you, I'm deciding that it is my husband who's coming to visit me. And people have been saying hi to him. His name is Alan, but he spells it with A-L-A-N, not A-L-L-E-N. So if you write in the comments, hi Alan, try to remember to spell it right, A-L-A-N. If not, I don't think he'll know the difference. But he might, because he's been around an awful lot. So I was telling you about my day. So I got up and I took a shower, and you'll notice my hair, I forgot to blow dry it. I usually blow dry it with the brush, and I have a little more oomph to it. Well, it's as straight as a stick. And I didn't put any makeup on either, because I said, you know what? These are my friends. I did put cherries in the snow on, because that's that has to be, I haven't shown all the cards that I've received this year. And Mary was wondering if I received her card. So I want to show Mary where her card is. I did receive her card. And it was a beautiful card. And they're all falling down. Look at this one. This was handmade. It must have been made with one of those Cricut things. And it was made by Tammy Myers. She's very talented, don't you think? You can't really tell, but look at how detailed it is. It has the little windows. It has the steeple. It has the pretty wreath. So I'm not going to go through all the cards that I did receive. I just want to thank everybody for sending me one. I really appreciate it. The ones that have come fairly recently, I haven't had a chance to respond, so don't be insulted or feel bad. I think I saw him go by again. I don't know. You're going to see flashing lights in the back. People have been wondering about that. I have motion detector lights under my cabinets, and so whenever there's any kind of motion, they go on. And so that's why you see off and on and off and on. If you want to have a successful YouTube channel, you shouldn't have things like that in the background. You shouldn't have your kitty litter box showing. You shouldn't have your cards all falling down. You're supposed to have a nice setting. But I'll work on that. I haven't been doing this for a year yet, so on my first anniversary, maybe I'll have a whole new studio set up. I'm having some tea. It's really nice tea that a friend of mine gave me, this cute little tin, and it smells really good. I was going to have hot chocolate. I said, it's Christmas Eve, we should have eggnog or hot chocolate. Well, I don't have any eggnog, because if I had it, I would drink it all. And it's very high in calories. So, since I'm having my hip surgery, I want to make sure that I don't put on any more weight than I already have, because I'm already classified as obese. Don't tell anybody that. I don't think I look too bad here. I'm still battling those flies in my sink. People have said they were sewer flies. Oh, there's Stanley. Can you see Stanley on the kitchen counter? People have said they were sewer flies. They were gnats that were attracted by the plants. And then the famous fruit fly. I don't know what they are, but they are around the sink. They're not around the plants. They are around the sink and sinks, the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink. So again, I poured boiling water down there because they were like hovering all over the place. I mean, really bad. And I have been good about making sure that I don't have any food, hanging around or left over or anything that I think would attract them. So what else did I made some peppermint bark. I think Faithy said in one of her comments that she made some peppermint bark yesterday, and she doesn't really like peppermint, but that gave me the idea because I had some white chocolate and white chocolate isn't even chocolate. Did you know that? It's not chocolate, it's some fake stuff. It's probably the worst thing in the world for you, but I like white chocolate, or whatever it is. Well, I made some peppermint bark, and that came out good. Then I talked to my friend Gay. She's kind of bummed. She's not in the Christmas spirit, although she says that, and her house is so decorated. She has one of those bay windows, and she has a tree that fits in it just perfectly. And several months ago, she had bought those candles, the white candles that I have a link to them I have an Amazon link to them in my channel description if you're interested in purchasing them. And they look pretty. And she has this really cute dog. It's like a statue, like a golden retriever or golden lab with a Santa's hat on, and he's pretty big, so he's probably like 3 feet tall, something like that. Anyway, tomorrow, hopefully, we're supposed to get some more snow tonight, but it's only supposed to be 1 to 3 inches, so I'm hoping that that's what it is, and then I'll be able to go to my daughter Erica's in-laws' house, Carol and Vinny, for dinner. If it's not, if it's worse than that, I probably won't go because, I don't know, I don't like driving in the snow anymore, and I'm going to have to clean my car off, and blah, blah, blah. This morning I actually thought I was getting a cold, but I don't have any cold symptoms right now. So, what have you guys been doing today? I've been reading all day. As a matter of fact, I think I'm 3/4 the way through a book, and I can't put it down, but I said, I'm going to go and just do a quick video and let you guys know that I'm thinking about you and that I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll get back on track next week maybe, or the week after. I don't know what it's going to be like when I have my surgery. I don't know. My fantasy is that my videoing is not going to be interrupted at all. That's my fantasy. It's probably not realistic, but speaking of surgery, Debbie Sue, Debbie Sue, well, she had surgery several weeks ago. I think it was the beginning of December, actually, the first week in December. She's having a rough time. She's not feeling good, and she could use some prayers and be lifted up because she's really not feeling good. Want an update on her, Sally D's Realty. She's a community member here. She did a nice update on Debbie Sue and how she's feeling. So I thought I'd mention that. Then I was watching some. Anyway, I'm going to scratch that part of this talk because I don't like it. So, for all of you who are alone, I hope you made like some special meal or scrambled an egg, something that you don't ordinarily do. And I'm laughing when I say scrambled an egg. Trust me, it's like an act of Congress for me to scramble an egg, and I like scrambled eggs, and they're not that hard. But maybe that's what you want. Some people like breakfast for dinner. Or, watched a nice Christmas movie or another Christmas show or played Christmas music on YouTube. There's some fabulous, fabulous channels that have great Christmas music. So I hope that those of you who are alone are making the most of it and enjoying being alone. And those of you who are sad because you're alone, I understand. I think there's a lot of us who understand. It's a shock when you have, when you've always been the host of the family and everybody would come to your house and you do all this cooking and all of a sudden you're all by yourself. Nobody's there. It's very strange. It's hard sometimes to accept, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it, and we have a choice. We can either wallow in misery or we can put on our big girl panties and our big boy pants and make the most of it. So I'm going to stop giving you lectures now, and I'm going to just wish you a very Merry Christmas. I'm going to tell you I really appreciate you. You mean a lot to me. I appreciate all your comments and your participation in this channel. And this is your channel, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And who knows, I'll probably be back doing one of these silly little chats tomorrow. Bye.